today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the Miami Dolphins versus Kyler Murray and the Houston Texans.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the ninth-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
This will be taken at the 10. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Murray now on 1st down. On the move to his left. Finding Ertz again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Being chased out left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Texans, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Garoppolo now. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Ertz has it left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Murray now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Murray now to throw. Steps away. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw going to be caught by Davis. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. It's caught by Mike Evans. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd down at 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one swung out to Montgomery. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. Baltimore heading south to take on Jacksonville. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this mark.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On play action, it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Here's Murray. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On second down, Montgomery. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Murray, rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Adam Thielen, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consider. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Montgomery is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Murray. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They find some open field here, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year, and they'll return.